recently there was somebody from the press who came to interview me and said, you keep talking about all of this skill enhancement and you've got all these doctors and engineers and in a very interesting place, and you keep saying you want to make this the most compelling career choice for youngsters in the world, right? So tell me a little bit about your healthcare practice. And I said, what do you want to know? So what kind of people do you have, on your pharma kind of practice? And I said, well, they're all doctors. So then she said, oh, doctors, so must be all these old retired doctors who finished, working somewhere, and they're like 60, 70-year-old people who are joining you. And I said, no, that's not the case. These are all people who, were trained at the Armed Forces Medical College or the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, all the premier places. And I said, if you don't believe me, why don't you just go and, interview a few of them? And she asked this question, to some of these people. And the answer was, in terms of why they chose WNS and why they chose this career, they said, look, growing company, interacting with a number of clients across, traveling to different parts of the globe, stretch opportunity facing, I have to choose between opportunities. Why would I want to hang around in one little, kind of a hospital and treat a few people there when I can treat all kinds of people in different formats and actually enable their long-term success? So that was the answer there, and that's really the interesting impact that we are making to the business. As far as who's driving this change, I think it's us. I think it is the business process management companies who have understood that you can't stay static in the old model. You got to move to a completely new model. You have to really be extremely relevant to clients, and more importantly, in a moderate economic climate that we are seeing, and which I believe we will see for the next 5 to 6 years, your ability to push clients to actually spend in terms of some of these initiatives is high, right? If the climate becomes extremely good, then there's no need to save money or do any of that stuff. If it becomes extremely bad, then paralysis sets in, like what we saw 2 or 3 years. They don't take decisions, but this is a perfect climate for that. And so what we have done is, at our company, is we've created a program inside the company called the VIP program. Obviously every client is the VIP, but this is called the Value Innovation Program, where what we do is, after making these investments around domain, around technology, around people, in the interaction with our clients, the focus becomes not on SLAs, and efficiency. Those are table stakes. The focus completely becomes interacting with the senior most people and talking about what are the 3 or 4 big ideas we have for that client, which is generated, by these domain-aligned people. So that actually is driving a new behavior with clients as well, because clients now realize that, look, we can now trust these people to come with new ideas, because these are the people actually interacting directly with all our end customers. Like Rohit just used some fantastic examples, but that's what 1,000 people sitting in one of my accounts would be doing, right? And the same with him. Those are the right people who should be advising the client in terms of what are the changes they should be making in terms of even business strategy.